I'm Dr. Swaroop from Mysore. I studied in Mandya Institute of Medical Science, Mandya. I scored rank 4 in NEET PG 2022 and rank 21 in INA-CET May 2022. I started using Marrow from my final year. All my colleagues were using Marrow and they were watching Marrow videos since the subject is vast in final year. And I preferably watched Sakshi ma'am's OPG videos, and it was extremely helpful for my final year exams. And I got good marks, and in my university also I got a good rank in OBG. The best practice for question bank is the first thing is the MCQ of the day. I used to see the MCQ of the day the first thing when I get up in the morning, because if you get a correct answer, that itself is a motivation for that day. And regarding solving the modules, it is always better to watch the video and immediately after revising that video, solving the question bank, because we know what questions were wrong, and if you want we can add those points in the notes also, and we can bookmark those questions, and that stays in the memory for a long time when compared to question banks which are solved randomly or after you see the video quite a long time. Consistency is the key, because daily we need to solve at least 5 to 10 question banks, and we need to make sure that the mistakes we do, and we need to see the explanations in that question bank, because the explanation itself is worth a video. And make sure that if you are studying for INA-CET, make sure you solve all the previous year questions of INA-CET, because the explanations and the options are much more accurate, and you need to follow all the previous year questions, because much of the repeated questions will come in INA-CET. And regarding question bank, we should make sure that every day we solve at least 5 to 10 modules per day, and make sure that you're better when compared to yourself from yesterday. Dealing with tough subjects means if you are solving in question bank wise, there are 2 to 3 types of bookmarks which are available in Marrow, and we can easily bookmark those questions, and we can revise it whenever possible, like whenever we are free, whenever we are moving around or something like that. And these bookmarks can be carried on till your exams. I used to use both the kind of bookmarks. One was the normal one and one was the starred one, because even if I didn't get the time to use the normal bookmarks to study the normal bookmarks, I would make sure that the starred bookmarks were much less and much important, such that even if I have less time also, I could cover all the starred bookmarks. Initially I was also scared of GTs, and I did not give GTs for quite a long time, I mean for 2 to 3 months, because I thought my rank would be low and I would get disheartened. But I think that's not the thing which should be done, because once I started solving GTs, I got a confidence in myself, because I knew where I was, and I knew what mistakes I am doing, and I knew which subjects I am lagging behind, so that I could revise those subjects and those important topics again and again, so that I would get a good grip of it. And later on I started solving GTs live then and there when possible. Usually GTs would end up on Monday morning, so I would get up on the Monday morning early and I would solve GTs, and I would wait for 10 AM for the results, so that immediately I can see the results. And because I have a good, if you solve the module in the morning, I have a good memory of the what questions I had, so revising it would be easier and also quicker. And later on, the assessments of GTs, you would know in which subjects you are lagging behind and how the toppers are doing well in those subjects, even though if the questions were difficult, how the toppers are tackling it, because you can see how much your score is when compared to top 100 rankers or something like that. So all this would help. Initially my score was low, but as I said, I knew where I was standing, and how I need to get myself to the top 100 or top 500 ranks. And I thought at that time, let me get within top 1000, that would be a great rank. But when you start solving GTs and when you get good rank, the hunger for good ranks goes straight away, so that even if you get within top 1000 or what you thought you get, you still feel that you need to score better. So that's what drives us. And my analytics was yes, there were good ranks, but there are also ups and downs, because once you get a good rank, we always think that the next GTs will always be easier for us, we'll get a good rank, but that's not true. Every time it will be challenging task, and time management and the presence of mind and everything counts, even though we have the knowledge and clinical aspects of it. But all these together makes up what you call a grand test. I had an ups and downs, but finally I made it through it. So regarding the mini tests, those 20 questions should be solved live itself, because those 20 questions take one or two questions from every subject, so that it would be a revision for what you have read, and it also sets up what you need to study further and which subjects you are lagging behind in that. When you solve a question bank or even a test series, when you see the explanation, you get the pearl then and there itself. Even we can bookmark the pearls also. And pearls are very concise concepts which are there in your videos, or sometimes these pearls are new things which needs to be added up. And also regarding the new updates which will be released, those also will be helpful, because some questions of INI which particularly targets the new updates. So if you just glance through that, if you read once also, that will be very much helpful. Regarding juniors, things are turning a different way now, because the exam patterns are changing, and people are started to prepare for NEET and INA from first year itself. So be prepared for what is coming, and make sure that you are consistent with your efforts. And if you are studying the videos, make sure that you solve the question banks now itself, because even if you are preparing for professional exams, it is better to solve MCQs and take the tests, because you know how it is to handle the stress and how to manage the time and everything. And for the final year and interns, even if you have not studied before, you can still do it, because we have ample amount of time. You can solve the question banks, and we can solve the test series, and use the bookmarks and custom modules effectively, and solve the previous year questions, especially for INI CETs, and you'll get a good grip of the INI. And even if you're starting after internship also, it's possible because of the question banks and test series. Now the INI CET and NEET questions and the patterns are pretty much similar, because NEET is focusing for clinical questions from 2 years. So during our internship and final year, it is better to spend much time in patients, in wards, and apply our theory knowledge in a practical manner, and focus more time on the patients and learn the clinical skills, and also apply those skills in the MCQs and also the grand tests. Because much of the questions which come in INI CETs are clinical ones, and some practical questions would be very easy, but we would have forgotten that, because when we are preparing, we are not focusing on those simple practical questions which we had studied in our final years and third years. So if we keep a good grip of it, it will be very helpful. I would like to thank my family, my father, my mother, my grandparents, and my entire family. And I would also like to thank the Marrow faculty, and also all the faculties from my college, Mandya Institute of Medical Science, Mandya. It's a government college in Karnataka. And I would also like to thank and also express my gratitude to my friends. I used to study from home itself, so I had a good support from my family and also my friends. My hobbies are I would like to travel, because I like the journey part, not the destination. The same I want to say here, because we should enjoy the journey, because this medical field is a long journey. So we should set a goal, and we should keep enjoying the journey and be truthful to ourselves, because if we only focus on the goal, and if you think that it's not achievable, then we get unnecessary stress. But if we start enjoying the journey and be and take it slow, then obviously the goal will reach automatically.